Hello, 4C Sis here. Hope you're having a great evening. Obviously, someone can't sleep, so she's been on YouTube and perusing the internet. And I ran across an article on the Daily OK UK Mail or something like that. I think it's like an English tabloid style newspaper and website. And there was something up there regarding Halle Berry. Now, I remember when I created this YouTube channel, I said I was going to try to stay away from dealing with celebrities and stuff like that. But this, what I'm getting ready to talk about, sort of involves like natural hair and so forth, so I feel comfortable in bringing this up. Anyway, Halle Berry has filed some type of court filing with regards to the father of her daughter, and in an effort to stop him from straightening or lightening her daughter's hair. And she indicates in the court filings, which I have not seen, so I'm just paraphrasing from this article, that she started noticing like last year that her daughter's hair was beginning to look different. She was coming back and it was a little straighter and it was a little lighter, and she kept asking her dad basically, well, are you doing anything with her hair? And he kept saying no, 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 no. So, oops, sorry about that. So she actually took a sample of her daughter's hair and sent it to a lab, and I guess the lab results came back and they're like, your hair is being straightened or lightened or whatever. And at first when I was reading this article, I was like, this is sort of silly to go to court over. And then I started reading more, and it seems like she actually also had gone to court this year to lower child support payments to him, but that's something I'm not going to touch with a 10-foot pole. But I said, this is sort of ridiculous to go to court to stop him from straightening and lightening your hair. Like, how far can you go into straightening and lightening her hair? Because from what I could see and looking at this child, even going back to photos of her as a baby, she seemed to have sort of like, like medium blonde hair or something like that. She definitely didn't seem like she had like dark brown hair from the photos that I've always seen of her. So I was like, she went to the lab, took the girl's hair to the lab, which was another thing I thought was pretty spectacular on her part. Why didn't you ask? But I guess maybe 6-year-olds are not going to answer honestly, whatever. But at first I was like, that's sort of a waste of court time and a waste of your attorneys and a waste of your money, Holly. But then I thought about, all right, let's rethink this for a second, because sis, you could be thinking this way because the child is, I don't even think she's biracial. I think maybe she's like 1/4 black, which is brought in through Holly's lineage, and then, there's Holly's mother is white, and then the father, Gabriel, is 100% white. So I started thinking, well, maybe you're just saying that because the kid really has, only 1/4 black in her, and the change would not be that monumental. But then I read further, and Holly was saying that this could be damaging her psychologically because it could be making her question, why am I not enough as I am? I don't mean to be so dismissive about it, so I'm going to have to probably rethink this, but taking that girl's hair from where it is naturally to whatever this lightening it and straightening it stuff, to me is not that big of a stretch. But when you put in the psychological aspect of, okay, well, why am I not good enough? Okay, I can sort of see Holly's point. Then also when I said, okay, Cicely, let's just say you had a daughter and you were not with the father, and you are now going through this natural hair journey, and you want little Simone That was my baby name if I was going to have a little girl. You want Simone on the natural hair journey with you. The father doesn't agree with this journey that you and Simone are on, and he has her for visitation. And then Simone comes back, and she now has her hair fully relaxed, and she's all in the ribbons and bows with fully relaxed hair, which now you're going to have to deal with every morning. And you're going to be responsible for the touch-ups and so forth. .38 hot. Release of the Kraken. Once I started thinking along those lines, I was like, okay, I get it, Holly. You're fully within your right to file a court filing. I get that. And now, Holly, I sort of get that too. The issue of don't be doing stuff to my daughter's hair without talking to me first. And especially when the child is, I don't know what kind of race. I don't want to use a wrong phrase. Just interracial. That's safer. Interracial. Yeah, this could have some psychological effect on her. But one thing I did notice, when I was looking at a photo of her today, coming out of the American Girl shop with Holly coming out of the American Girl shop with her daughter, and the American Girl brand, if you don't know what that is, they actually make these dolls, and you can have a doll designed specifically to look like your daughter, your child. So you can pick the hair texture, length, complexion, everything. We did it for my niece. It was a big thing. It was a big fiasco too because they bought them all out for Christmas, and we had to drive all the way over to, Timbuktu to get the doll, and then I had to get the matching outfit. Long story short. Anyway, I'm telling you this story about this brand and how you design the doll to look like your child, because when Holly was walking out with her daughter Nala, the doll the girl was carrying was Caucasian and had blonde hair. But you're suing because you don't want your daughter's hair straightened and lightened. But then you come out of the American Girl shop where they specialize in creating basically a Just Like Me doll, and that's the doll you buy her. I'm a little confused with that, but to each his own. So anyway, I thought I'd discuss that topic because I found it to be quite interesting. So if you ever get a chance to watch this video, please give me your comments on that, because I want to know what your thoughts are, because I went back and forth on that because it was so many different little components, and then it was so ironic to really look at that photograph embedded with the article, and I'm like, wait a minute, she has an American Girl doll, but look at her, so what's the big whoop? It was quite fascinating. One last thing, I'm wearing these bracelets here, and one of my friends that I used to work with, she retired early at 44, and she moved to Costa Rica, and she's on a journey herself, a different type of journey though, and she makes these bracelets, and they're called, it's Costa Rica Chica arm candy, and I'll, if I don't do it immediately, I'll be sure to put in the website link in the description box of this video. But they're really, really cute and sassy. The ones in the middle, like Caribbean inspired. You see the one with a peace symbol, then there's just the beaded one. Then if I turn around, there's a horseshoe. Those are the Caribbean inspired beads. Of course, the pink one is an acknowledgement of breast cancer and so forth. And the blue is just, I like butterflies, and blue reminds me of the sky and the ocean. But anyway, she's on a fantastic journey. She even wrote a book, something like Retiring to Costa Rica, but I'll put that all in the description box for you. Her name is Jen Beck Seymour, and her book is on Amazon, and also you probably can get these bracelets there too. Anyway, going back to the subject at hand, give me your thoughts on that, because I don't know, I just find that the subject to be quite fascinating. And especially after you hear the story about the court filing, and then I tie in this photograph that was embedded with the article, which I thought was quite slick of the reporter to do so. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.